Now that I now that I found out it didn't give my motherboard aids, probably.
Thank you.
That probably sounded confident.
What?
I said that probably sounded real confident.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know. My internet's still broken even after changing my motherboard, but my sound is better.
There's a Dark Soul meme in the memes channel. It's our good boy.
God damn, he's caked up.
He's got a sun and the moon.
Praise the sun, baby.
Smash.
Next.
Wood.
The cat pressing the button.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Kill yellow.
Getting yellow, and it's the bad combo. I've actually still got a minute 30 on my
No.
end, so we're gonna do a trank.
This isn't the bad combo.
You want me to trank first? So you said?
Actually, it is. Oh yeah, it's not the bad combo. We're good.
Yes, Trey.
False
We'll go
alarm.
great.
False alarm. We're getting the healing debuff. And we're
I think
second
it's
in
fine.
melee for red and black.
Prep your group.
Prep your groups.
Stack.
You gotta be in melee. If you're not in melee, you're taking extra damage. Stacks resistant.
Kill green.
Good job.
That's the bad
Ah,
combo.
bad combo. And it should be up. I've got 30 seconds. The healing debuff is still out. Be careful.
6, you didn't use your land.
I did not, no.
Oh, I combusted so hard.
I used my Guardian, which is basically like 5 lay on hands. Not my actual lay on hands.
That's the bad one.
Stack.
Yep.
Is this Lust?
Yep.
There goes Barrier and my Divine Hymn. As soon as Barrier goes down, 6 to Morrow Master. Clutch
Fixated.
Strike. And Spirit and Totem. Shit's getting easy now.
Kill yellow.
Probably 5 heal this. Yep. Killing yellow. We are spreading after this, so make sure your ad dies, because you're not going to be stacking in melee. Keep following the glob. Make sure your ad gets cleaved down and dies. It's first blue void, actually, oddly enough. We are...
Spread out.
We're going to be losing our mana.
Spread.
Quatch still has 2 bad guys on him.
We're going to have our healing debuffs out. Be careful with healing.
Need yeah.
My mana hemming, go ahead and drop mana tide as well. We're not going to get it, our mana back because it avoids that 4 health. Stacks reset soon.
Kill green.
Got orb.
We survived. We are gonna be killing this void after the glob. Glob first. Healing debuff is still out. We'll be stacking in melee.
It's already
so we
right
got
now.
black
I want
and
the
red.
void.
Yeah, stop.
Healers get close to it, it's gonna pop. Probably.
There's almost no point in getting our mana back
Don't
right now.
touch it,
Don't even
yeah.
stare at it. Don't even stare at it. Everyone
Stack.
anyway.
Soon.
Alright.
I have SLP.
I have train.
Come out.
You can grip it and kill it.
You guys say dangerously low. I say perfectly calculated.
We'll
Kill
do
green.
one more wave and then we'll probably
Off the
save.
void.
Yep, dot the void on your way out. We're killing green again. We're going to be stacking in melee. We're going to have the healing debuff again.
Keep the void low.
Prep your troops. Wait, sorry.
Need that void.
Yeah. You can kill the
Kill
void
it.
now.
Kill it. Kill it.
Fixating.
Kill it. Back.
No more heals on you. Stack reset right now. Yeah, stay on boss. Stay on boss.
Kill yellow.
Oh my god.
Oh, we're popping.
Wahoo!
No combat. Rip Marces.
I don't know.
For me.
You say Rip Heiss, I'll say good job, Kalaya, topping the meters.
I only died a little bit.
So
On
the
the
debuff
inside.
only decreases their health, not increases our damage, correct?
Decreases their health and the damage they do. It doesn't increase our damage.
Correct.
Good.
Why is that good?
Yeah, that was my
because-
question.
I'd like to do more damage.
Well, I was just trying to figure out how much the daggers actually increase my DPS. Nearly 6k.
Yes, the debuff is not a confounding variable, mostly.
You get a smaller execute window.
Because yeah, my
Lahu actually boosted my parse by killing everyone during execute phase.
yeah, my best kill on your Sage was 42.2, and that one was 48.4.
I saw Strength go out too, and I was like,
So I know
Fuck.
you've got 5 stacks. But when you get 5 stacks, it's only 1 pop, but we definitely got 2 pumps there.
Mm-hmm.
We got 3 pops.
I saw someone
Oh,
throw
I
down a
was about to-
trank too, and I got real scared. I was like, "You trying to
Oh,
murder us?"
Hey, I threw that down at the right time when
You
stacks
did.
were already reset. And it was
Yeah.
just enough to keep us alive, and we only got 1 extra stack out of it. I paid attention.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, like no one was taking damage after that. 'Cause,
I don't
he was-
trust any of it.
He was summoning the globs.
And no one was taking damage, and Lahu said, like, I have something to say about that. Let's take all the damage.
And then after everyone exploded, then we just kept healing people, and more people exploded.
Yeah, that's actually what I was trying to get at. The only thing I can think of is my holy fire. Got you to 5 stacks, and it had to have gotten someone else to 5 stacks as well.
Yeah, it's like a machine gun.
I also blew up.
Yeah, well, that'll do it.
Like next time you go into town and you're like by yourself, like cast a holy fire on a dummy and like listen to the sound that atonement makes on you. It's like boom, 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 boom.
Hey, so if you look at the names of these things, you can see what they're called.
Which one's the Flayer again?
The flare, that's the one.
These must be bugged. This one's not called Small Claw.
There is
This
no
is
small
what
claw.
my goddamn plater shows to me. The only time I'll actually see the real name is if they're dead already. Like, look at my plater. They all say
What the
Gorak.
fuck is
It's
just
not
floating
helpful at all.
everywhere?
It's not helpful at all.
Yeah. Let me double check something real quick. Oh, that's not what I want to check.
At first I thought you were doing it because flail and flare sound similar. But well, it's not even called flare. I don't know what I was thinking. You have no excuses. Just trying to give you a benefit of the doubt.
Who else but Hey Who?
No, I never deserve a benefit when we're talking about something like describing something or just the English language in general.
My weakness, the English language. Oh, down.
Miller.
I totally want to see Josh play the new RuneScape survival game.
Oh, dude, I'm trying to play that ASAP.
So let's game it out, Josh, or a different Josh?
Yeah, let's game it out, Josh. I mean, Death too, but
All right.
Just knocks that man in front of
Yeah,
everyone.
right. It's fine. I do want to play it though. If it makes you feel better.
Does look neat.
I played for like 2 hours. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Kind of like a Valheim-y type thing.
Yeah,
that is meaningless to me, but it's pretty cool.
To answer your question, Pop, yes.
Hell yeah.
You can make like you got a whole bunch of like house part. You can make some pretty loud stuff right off the bat. It just takes a lot of wood. Very hard, long wood.
My plater must be bugged. That says that's a Vanquisher token. That can't be right.
Ow.
Death can roll a 15 there, though.
Sure can. Unfortunately, I need that more.
And 60 wins it. Crash Hunter.
This is for the officers. Do we want to use the same world markers we used last week, or does it matter?
Let's just
Do
use
it.
different world
We have a
markers.
chat for that for these officers you speak of.
Yeah, if only.
It took me 3 seconds. What would have taken me 30 seconds.
And instantly, the first person that responded wasn't an officer.
I think we should do something totally different and also assign everyone different so we could spend 30 minutes.
See what I mean?
Fortunately, I'm able to decipher officer voices from non-officer voices.
That's not the point.
That's illegal.
Like we went over this. Don't say shit. We're not sure on because people will interject.
All right, I've placed the markers.
Alrighty.
Perfect.
These are good spots.
This cannot fail.
Oh my god, I have a
like
friend
this
invite
spot.
on Steam. Oh.
Ciao, go to Kala. Assassinator.
Courtesy of death, among others.
I fell down.
Everyone check out Wild General.
Oh yeah. Well, it was a group effort.
We're splitting up.
No,
into
not to
four.
confuse you, but so where we're standing is the southern part. Okay, see the little blue circle there at the bottom? That's where the portal is. That's right behind us.
So the melee thing is different than what we had decided last.
Correct. It is a little bit different. Basically, what's happening is the melee groups are going up to where they go last time, right? You go into the two little flails that spawn, and you're splitting off into two little packs to go kill the two flails quickly, and then you're converging on the eye stalk, and you're moving from there as a group counterclockwise until you get back to this blue portal, basically, to the big one.
We all have to do that
Yes,
long ass round.
correct.
Yep.
That seems inefficient.
Healers are, see where the healer markers are on the map? That's where the healers are going to be. You guys aren't going to be moving that much.
Yeah, you don't need to stack right on top of the melee. You can stand in between the tank and the melee stack, and you have slight adjustment movements that you may need to do here and there depending on where they're moving, but it'll allow you to stick between the tank and the group and potentially heal both, hopefully heal both. Ranged get to stack where they kind of always have, and turret for the most part.
Healers are on Moon and Skull for the most part.
Melee 1A is group 1. Melee 1B is group 2.
No. That was just to say, like, hey, we're gonna split the group, and one group is gonna go to first flail, other one to go to the second.
Yeah.
But we only need like 3 melee to break off to go to the other one.
Yeah.
I will go right.
Here around melee 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and ranged 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is kill order. There's a 1A and 1B because those flails are going to be killed simultaneously. We're going to have Jondell, Viticus, and Desine kill 1B. All the other melee are going to kill 1A. And then you're going to converge on the flail that you can still see the corpse of. Behind green. Although I don't think that's where the flail actually spawns. I'm just guesstimating.
Is that melee 2 on this diagram? I assume it is.
It is
Correct.
melee 2.
That's melee 2, yes. And then you'll just start moving counterclockwise, killing the eyes until you make it all the way to the end where the claw is.
This seems less efficient than what we were doing last week.
It is what everybody is doing, and splits it up into 2 groups while killing the flails quickly. What we were doing before was an absolute shit show, and no one knew where they were going, so we're going to try this out.
This simplifies it. Everyone moving in the same direction.
Yeah, to your point, this is the conservative strategy, but it should just kind of be easiest for everyone to follow. We can fine tune in future weeks, but for now we're going to do this one. Get the boss dead and move on, and then we can work on fine tuning later. We kind of described the melee tactics. Ranged kill order is going to be X and Diamond simultaneously. Okay, and then we're doing the. Let me just make sure. Yeah, you're starting with the eye that we're standing on right now, ranged, and then you're just moving counterclockwise towards the eye near diamond and star and blue, and then you're gonna then move to the big claw on star.
Yeah, so basically it's similar movements. It's just everyone's moving now towards the big claw in the same direction. Like all the range are moving together, all the melee are moving together towards the big claw on your way to kill everything else in between you and the big claw. So it's a little bit simpler of a movement. Because I know we were having issues with people going left, people going right, and then collapsing onto stuff, and it just got a little chaotic, and so this should make things a little bit easier for everybody.
We're gonna have the hunters and Pope kill Diamond, and the rest of the ranged are on X. And then y'all will congregate on the eye that we're currently standing on. And then you'll just kind of move in the order that's on the diagram. Healers. We're going to have 6. Actually, hold on. Let me see. Are the healers positioning in the groups kind of what you had in mind around healer assignments, or does it not matter?
What'd you say?
For the healer assignments, you have people in groups. Generally, was the idea that you would like to have the healers heal the groups they're in? Is that the idea? Or
Oh, we can move around. It doesn't really matter. We can move around. That was for.
That was left over. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it doesn't matter. So if you want to have like, I don't know, 6 Quatch and a palm on one side, we can move the groups around so they're easier to heal.
The thing I want to make sure we do is we just split up the druids and the shaman, which I'll do right now.
What the fuck's the...
So with this setup, the way I'm going to be most efficient is to follow the melee and heal them as they go. And with it all being one big melee group, it's going to be a while before I get in range of use. That's my one concern.
Yeah, I will defer to you on whether you think that that's most efficient for you. I would think it might not be, but
it will be.
If you think so, then so be it. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna try this. So, Xiaohu, Wet, and Death are gonna be on Skull, healing the range stack. Well, it's not a stack. Yeah, it's kind of a stack. Healing the range groups. 6, Apom, and Quatch are gonna be on Moon, or around Moon. For the phase 1, for the first phase 2 intermission, we're gonna pop our Tranks on both sides of the room. For the second phase 2 intermission, we've got a Divine Hymn and not much else in terms of a throughput cooldown other than hybrid casts, which I don't want them doing. I want them actually DPSing stuff. So let's go ahead and use our Mastery and Divine Guardian. One thing I'm concerned about is that neither of those raid CDs in the second phase intermission is going to reach the range group. But let's just try it and see what happens.
I'm concerned about the entire state of Discord.
There's a lot going on.
But that's normal.
The only other thing that we really need to kind of keep an eye on is that the boss moves back towards the direction of green and blue when he shoots out the orb, right? So that we can allow the orb to activate. We're gonna start with 7 bounces right off the stack, or right off the bat. We don't need to practice. We're just gonna start doing it. We're healing through the dot, so don't dispel it unless someone is clearly out of the group and they call for a dispel. But the default should be we're healing through.
3, 2, 1.
Orb soon.
You make your stack up on the triangle. Roll the triangle.
I moved him so much. I don't know.
Phase 2.
This is your spots.
It's practice. Okay, druids are drinking.
Phase 1. Orb soon.
Okay, let's go and wipe it up.
I'm just spelling everybody. You can't stop me.
Can we get a Soulstone Omni real quickly?
I think I forgot.
I have the res.
Okay, res works too. Let's die fast.
Can you go over again which melee you're going to which? Cool.
Yeah.
I was stuck on boss because I had chat open.
John Dell, Viticus, and Desine. I think the people that I signed before because there have been some people that have moved. But John Dell, Viticus, and Desine are going to 1B, which is marked as green.
Okay.
All the other melee are going to blue.
I must have inserted you first. Okay, thank you.
It's entirely possible that when we moved some groups around, that they changed.
I'm more concerned about where are more of them going, and I thought it was 1B, but it's 1.
They're super close either way, right? Like for healing, it shouldn't be a huge deal.
It is.
Oh, okay, fair. And then we're all going counterclockwise from there.
Yeah.
Doing the eastmost one first. I saw some people on, I think, Melee 3 as I was like getting off Melee 2.
The range on Trank is 40 yards, or is it more?
It's 40.
Yep.
So, I'll do the same thing for my hymn, but try to get in a location to where you can kind of ensure that your Trank will hit everyone in your group that you're assigned to. I think for Death it might be a little bit easier. For Quatch it'll be a little bit more difficult. We'll have more time to kind of position because we only had Quatch and barely had any bounces that last time.
Yeah.
Yeah. John Dale, Viticus, and Desine on the green 1B, and then the Hunters and Pope are on 1B on the range side, the diamond. Everyone else is on X. All the other ranged are on X.
Now this does say pulling Xanos.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Orb soon. Voidborn.
Stack on the green triangle. Quick.
Grab my foot.
We did it.
Shadows on you.
Last bounce.
This melee, you need to start like going towards your side.
They'll be in front of the boss though.
No, you guys bounce.
Shadows on you.
Go ahead and wipe it up. Can't be anywhere in between the orb and the boss.
Phase 2.
Should we just say when it's called to let the boss take it, just all melee go to the front of the boss just for that time being? Just to.
At that point, they might as well just run to their spots.
You can't be in front of the boss because he'll shoot the cleave thing out.
Okay.
To the side, yeah,
It's
definitely.
called, we just need to go to our marks.
Go to the sides.
Yeah.
Well, our marks are where the boss is usually pointed.
Is that what Void Diffusion was?
No, that's the ball explosion.
How?
When the ball hits you?
Yeah,
you guys
but,
hit the
I
ball.
was in front of the boss. I was like,
It's slash.
It wasn't
toss
a
up.
melee that did it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 20-yard range, Judge.
Okay.
Just be mindful of your positioning, and it's going to be around that time every time. Okay, it's always going to be the 7th bounce that we're letting through, or after the 7th bounce that we're letting through.
Yeah, just when we get to the part where we're calling, let it through, melee, and the healers assigned to melee should start, heading towards the marks up north there. Well, whatever direction it is. Straight from where we are now. And run around to not be in front of the boss just in case. Look at that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Orb soon.
Range, get on green.
Void Orb.
Stack on green. Don't be in front. As Shao says, grab his butt.
Oh my god.
With me.
Shadows on you.
Oh, okay.
How the fuck?
Phase 2.
Alright, just go to your groups in order, that's fine. Got Tranks up first.
Phase 1. Orb soon.
Good.
Wow, that was very even.
Finish your claw.
Yeah.
Okay. Range, go back to your stats. Or get around green at least.
Void Orb.
Oops, it pointed out.
It's fine, we can adjust.
Wait. And now we touch.
Let's get battle ready. This is somewhat doable.
Dodge? What the fuck?
Okay, taking Valorous.
Oh.
Still gonna do 7 again, so 2 more bounces. Okay, after this bounce, we're moving.
Melee, get ready.
Melee should be already moving.
Go.
Range, we're a little off kilter, so just readjust range.
Phase 2.
Yeah, that's okay. We're gonna need to either do 5 bounces for the second one or 9, because we had dots that were
Phase
hurting
1.
us a lot.
I vote 5.
I vote
I'm
5.
with you on that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. How did the boss damage look? Yeah, kind of meh. That's fine. We're still practicing.
Even that time I had melee going somewhere else than I was expecting them to, for the bigger group of them. Seemed like they went to 1B, and I thought the most were going to 1A.
Some people aren't listening to where they're supposed to go. So.
First question: are the world markers fairly accurate for?
I moved X in the middle of the fight because it wasn't.
Oh, that's fine. That's
but
fine.
it should be good now. I'll try to move Diamond as well if it's not where it should be.
Were blue and green roughly accurate? Or
yeah, they're more or less where they're at.
Okay. Just make sure you melee. You guys are going to the ones that you're assigned to.
Yeah, I'm not going to do 1A, 1B because that's just people probably aren't looking at the Discord. So John Dell, Piticus,
left versus right.
Going to green. Not left for right. You're just going to green, and then
Yep, that means the big melee stack should be going to blue.
Correct. Hunters and Pope are on the purple flail. All the other rangers are on red.
Well, should we flip that? Because we're traveling towards purple.
But you have to come back to this first one here, right?
Which one? Which is the
on
first
the-
one? Sorry.
I stock range 2.
Where I'm standing.
Yes. Well, that's where so we're standing right here, and then we can kill Diamond from here, and then X as well. Like we don't have to move, right? To kill either of those. It's just whichever one you're focusing on.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, I guess, as long as they both die fairly quickly. So if you want to have the range swap, it's fine. But I don't see, since it is ranged, like you could probably reach X and like all the range could probably reach X and Diamond at this point, right?
Yeah, I think the problem is everyone's going towards Diamond. That's what I've been seeing. I haven't seen much, like more than like 3 people focusing on the X one.
Yeah, there have been a couple times where I've seen that second I die before the X one does.
Truthfully, the split doesn't really matter so long as they both die really quickly. So like if one is really slow in dying, that's just more range damage. That's what otherwise it would. So even if the range one is split X and dying, it doesn't matter. Just let them die very quickly, and then move along the eyes. That second pull seemed better than the first in terms of keeping everyone alive. There were still some deaths, I think, but better.
In there, Kendrew?
Yeah, I'm here.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Orb soon. Void orb.
Puts me in
green.
Everyone green.
Phase 2.
You said you're only going to 5, right?
No,
On the second one. On the second one.
Wait, yeah. We'll call out when we're needing to let it through.
Just practice.
Phase 1.
Everyone's alive. Good job.
Orb soon.
Strong.
We did it.
Range. Get to green.
Shadows on you.
I'll have to adjust your look.
Range might have to adjust. Yeah, it's fine.
Back with me.
Yeah, everyone on green. Or off range on green.
Void orb.
on me. Grab my butt.
Shadows on you.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh, no, this one hit? Question mark? Oh, no.
That would have been the one hit.
Yeah,
Oh,
would
yeah.
You click us then, and we shouldn't get new debuffs.
Yeah.
Phase 2.
That one was not a swing.
Phase 1.
Let's go and wipe it up. I used my soul stone. Sorry.
I have resident.
Orb soon. Void orb. Shadows on you.
Yeah, so we're doing 7 bounces in phase 1. 5 in the second phase 1. And then we'll probably need to do 3 phase 2 intermissions, just given where the boss damage is at right now. And then we'll just burn during that. I guess it would be the 4th phase 1 intermission. Whether we're doing 5 bounces for the 3rd phase 1, I'm not sure. But for the 4th phase 1, we're just going to lust, and we're just basically going to burn at that point. Are both sides killing the eyes at around the same time?
Range is slightly faster.
Okay. Probably not sufficiently fast to warrant them killing another ice cube, right?
We'll see. Like, give it a couple more.
Yeah. What is that trank white ability?
It's Trank.
Trank.
Oh.
The Bob pops up the TikTok stat.
Part of prequel.
Back on green.
You got to move it really fast. That someone didn't move or it hit a totem or something.
Doesn't hit totems.
Shadows on you.
That's
Phase
cool.
2.
Immune.
Okay.
Went right through the melee pit.
Yeah, it said immune.
I was going to wipe that up fast then.
Yeah.
Stop healing.
growing through, then does that mean that ranged is a little bit too close?
I think for that one we were, yeah.
My res bugged.
So did mine.
I'm so fucking tired. Holy shit.
Then you can. Can you get a closet up?
Yes, please.
Yep. That looks like incorrect. Getting the closet up for you.
What am I summoning?
Homesteads.
Me.
Is Poon changing specs or something?
No, I reforged my gear back and then found that I still had a tank piece on. And then didn't occur to me to fix the reforge again. So I notice I'm getting dodged occasionally. I like don't want Pummel to dodge or something. That'd be bad.
I don't think Pummel can dodge, right?
I
All the
think you're right, but I'm not 100%. Even then, I don't want other things to dodge too, so. Don't want anything to dodge. Alright, I'm back. Seem to have lost all buffs though, that's fun.
We're still missing Fortitude, I think.
No.
Oh, I am giving battle. Okay. I'm just imagining that's a pirate thing, incorrect?
Range stack on triangle.
Orb soon.
Range back up, 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 back up.
Two more bounces.
There we go.
It's the last bounce for range.
Melee, get to your spot.
Shadows on you. Phase 2. Phase 1.
Not too bad.
Orb soon.
Let's get the two
Void Orb.
He cast out here.
Ouch.
That's. Oh wow, I shot that was.
Oh lord.
It's bouncing weird.
That's far behind.
Melee go.
Yep, he's going into the boss this time.
Don't be in front though.
Okay.
Because of that. Now
Technically,
go.
this is not a good one because we've got some dots out, but it's fine.
Phase 2.
It's fine if the answer is yes, but are we positive that not dispelling those is the way to go?
Phase 1.
So, it's interesting. Do they always send out the same number of dots? Because it seems like there were only 2 out last time. Maybe that was because they were being dispelled or people died.
I just know
I think it was more
people
than
have
2.
died on my watch just because they bled out to a thing and I couldn't keep up.
That should be the only... Well, no, that's not the only...
No, that's not true at all what you're about to say.
I don't see how we can coordinate people running out and dispelling when we're having to already res the orb bounces, or heal up the orb bounces.
What do you mean by that?
If everyone is, doing their job in terms of heals, even then, it seems like having people use globals to dispel when they would otherwise be using those globals to top up their groups doesn't seem like it'd be better. Now, maybe it's possible we have people assigned to healing the people that have dots, and other people are just spamming AoE. Me, for instance, I don't single target any of the dots. I might throw a shield on them, but otherwise I'm just prayer of healing to make sure that the groups are topped for the next orb bounce. So that's just based on my toolkit. We could have some people single target.
My intuition, I don't have like numbers to back this up, but I feel like the one global spent to dispel would heal way more than that we would do in that one global by ignoring it.
Very
possible. Preventative damage.
Does it do like an AoE splash damage when it's dispelled
It
around?
does. Yeah. We need to have people step out and then dispel them.
Hey, Six, is that you that's standing on the same side I am on, just a little offset?
I am going with the melee up to green and blue.
No, I meant like when we're doing the ball mounts phase. There's someone that's like standing to my back right.
Yeah. And what about it, pal?
I'm standing in the melee in the
Okay.
phase.
So that's not you. I was just gonna say if you
It's
could
me.
if you could favor the blue gold side, I favor him towards the orange side. I don't know if I clipped you or not the last thing when I had a hard turn towards orange to go catch the ball, but it seemed like I hit
think
some.
so. I was just over there because that's where it says the melee stack goes.
Yeah. You there, Judge?
Oh, we're taking a piss.
Rebandaging his hand.
You want to just go, or we want to wait?
Or taking a piss
I'm
and
here.
bandaging his
I'm
hand.
back.
He's here.
That sounds
How's the hand?
unsanitary on a strong level.
It's good enough.
Sick.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
It's your mouse hand, right?
It is.
Orb soon.
It's not fun. I don't
Range,
like
stack on triangle, quick.
somewhere.
No.
Shadows on you.
Dispel incorrect.
This is the last bounce.
Well, that's a dead Kala, a dead Labu, and a dead.
No dispels, please. Just, don't do that. We're not going to do that.
Shadows on you.
Just wipe it.
Or white. Yep.
Spell me.
Phase 2.
Sorry, I felt like I misunderstood then.
Yeah, no, we're doing the exact. We have not changed our strat at all. We're doing the exact same thing as we have that.
Yeah, we're just playing devil's advocate, but we didn't make any actual changes yet.
I can't confirm that it is AoE damage because I asked for the spell after we wiped, and I was next to Schuler and I killed Schuler.
Yeah, not only does that, but it also launches the person up, so like it's gonna fuck over pretty much every caster.
Yeah, I mean, there's other things too. Incorrect. You might have. Well, I don't know if you died early because of the dot, but you were probably running out of an F flow and out of a healing rain, so you were not getting ticking healing because you were trying to get dispelled. Like, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me when we've got 2 druids and 2 resto shaman that are doing a shit ton of healing through their ground healing.
Stop bleeding out is also what killed Kalaya and Dread, so.
The disrupting shadows.
It looked like 3 of us took it on our own. Somebody might have been dispelled right next to us too.
I don't think unless someone in melee saw a knockback, I don't think anyone was dispelled in melee. Just bleed out.
Polinski's was?
That was when he called for it after we were wiping.
I was on the way.
I did call for it and didn't get dispelled. And
Yeah, Raltor got dispelled.
I definitely did.
Yeah.
Just make sure your stacks are relatively tight. I understand for Valtis and whatnot, but you know, extra healing that way as well.
Orb soon.
Back out.
Void orb.
Quick range. Triangle.
Phase 2.
Go quick.
Early.
Phase 1.
Ow.
And 3 healers just died at once.
Good job, Dex.
Orb soon.
Ooh, spit.
Spit?
Yep. Claw of Gorath's ooh spit.
Isn't that
One of them
the-
isn't being tanked.
Void orb.
Could be for 90k.
You're just gonna die.
Oh, I shouldn't have taken that one.
Melee go.
Don't be in front. Okay, now go wherever.
Ouch.
Phase 2.
So. It's too much to swipe it.
Yeah, the somewhat annoying thing here is that 5 there was actually early, because the reason why we go from 5 bounces to 7 bounces to potentially 9 bounces is because we're doing it based on where the dot is. When we transitioned there, we had people who died to the dot, but people that were still alive, they still had about 6 or 7 seconds left on the dot, which means that we could have done 2 more bounces.
So you want it to be variable now instead?
So it was 7
If
each
you
time.
want, I can just call when to let it in.
Yeah, and I think the default should be 7, and I'm guessing if the orb goes through the boss too early, then that is when we have to key off or just be ready to adjust the stacks. But the default should be 7 bounces
for all of them.
I don't think we let it in on purpose that time. I think it just was like, oh, we're in the same
it went
spot.
Yeah,
there's a lot of times where it just fucking goes right through us.
Yeah, the point was it wasn't an active decision to be like, aha, it's time. It's just like, aha, I'm gonna do the exact same thing, but it's gonna actually go in this time. Maybe it was a different other bounce location or something. I have no idea, man.
Yeah, some of these orb bounces have been kind of wonky. Just because they're not perfectly straight, but I guess we can't really expect them to be.
So if we're going to change it on the fly, maybe on like depending on how it's going, can you make that call at the melee bounce in that cycle so we have time to move?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I do 20 when people are still talking about tactics. Gives me more time to cancel it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
The obvious answer is 16.
Orb soon.
Get on green, range.
Void orb.
So right on green.
It's going wide.
This is going for 7, so melee can
Melee can move.
go away.
Run to stay.
Right.
And let it in.
Phase 2.
We're gonna try to kick the eyes if we can. While they're doing their little crouched animation.
Phase 1.
That was great.
Only thing I would say to improve is to stack tighter,
Orb soon.
but it's fine.
Range,
When?
back to green,
Void
whenever.
Shadows
back,
on
back,
you.
back, back.
Yeah, but we're good.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, I should probably ice block that, but still shouldn't be going off. That's a problem. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die.
Two more bounces.
Going to
Nope. Yeah, that one was.
Phase
Go,
2.
go fast. Should we get these healing cooldowns out?
You have the debuff these personals.
Phase 1. Orb soon.
I'm down. Whip it up.
If
Void
what's
Orb.
the cooldown on your trank right now? Or the druids?
3 minutes.
45 seconds.
Okay,
Oh,
so it would be
yeah.
up for the third. It'd be up for the third phase 2 intermission. It's good.
Yep.
Well, just remember we'd have another 20 seconds of bouncy time.
Shadows on
For
you.
anyone that's cooldown might be coming up.
He sounds like an angry Italian that just insulted his chicken farm.
He doesn't actually have like claw hands, he's just doing the Italian hand meme.
Permanently. I would too, stuck in this vagina-looking butthole.
Vagina-looking butthole.
Hey, Deathwing, why you put me down here? Ah, Luigi.
Ranged, out of curiosity, are you ever leaving the water puddle during phase 2 intermission?
Not really.
Not really.
Okay. If you are, don't. Just kind of, your ranged DPS, just attack from range.
Says the man who ran up in melee as a healer.
Yeah, if you can gravitate towards the center of the room, that'll be helpful.
Sheep was asking for it, Bo.
Yeah, it's getting progressively better. I mean, ideally, where we would like to be in the next hour is, we're able to survive with everyone alive through, 3 phase 2 intermissions, and then we just need to solve the damage issue after that. I think more bounces in phase 1 is what solves the boss damage issue. But we shouldn't have to do more than 7 bounces in any one phase 1, other than the burn one. So let's just keep going.
Wait, what?
Sure repair. Why do you keep losing triangle?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What the fuck happened? Hello? Oh my god.
Range, get on triangle.
I think that might be too early.
Yeah.
Way too early.
Oh wow. Okay. We can salvage this.
Back to
you.
Range.
Stay with me.
Come on. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Be with me. Okay, melee go away. Let it in.
Phase 2. Phase 1.
range group, make sure you kill on that last eye before you kill the claw.
Orb soon. Void wall.
Get on green range. Back up. Who you're killing me.
My dot?
Yup. Your dot. So I went to go swift menu and put F-low down and you're not stacked. So my F-low was hitting only you.
We're letting us in. It's fine.
No. No. Two more. Yeah, then you can go away.
Get position ranged.
Chief needs heals.
Phase 2. Phase 1.
Go.
Orb soon.
I just exploded to spit,
wall.
apparently.
Shadows on you.
Range, move with me. We gotta. It's fucky.
Ouch.
Yeah, too many dead for that. No B-reses. Yep, switch there. Wrap it up.
Yeah, as the claw died, it spit on me and I died.
Alright, to help with some healing in phase 2, for the range stack, try to still stay on triangle. Like, you guys are getting spread out to kill the stuff, and the raid healing, the AoE healing, is just going to like 1 or 2 people. So if you can try your best as you're moving as a stack, actually stack up. Try to be as much on green as you can. Well, let's try it failed though.
I use my soul stone during that. I'm getting one. Who's getting the other soul stone every fight? Out of curiosity.
Nobody. It's used as a battle rose.
We need a shaman to walk.
Yeah.
Hey, raid chat officers.
Yep. So.
Yeah,
yeah, we're trying to look into that. It's all good. Checking the back channels to see who's around.
Damn, I have like no potions left. Get there.
Yeah, Stealthy's can come in 10 15 minutes.
Cool.
So,
Keep going till then.
just for the sake of just throwing something out there, the first eye on melee side tends to die really quickly as we're like all coming into it right away after the flails. Would it be at all feasible for like 1 or 2 people to go to the next eye to just interrupt it to reduce raid damage? Or is that not?
That's why I've kind of been leaving early.
You don't want to do too much because of healer range, though. So, like, if you're running too far ahead, you're going to be out of range of healing.
It's not just your out of range healers too, it's pulling healers out of range of the tanks.
Yeah.
And it's the same issue that I think range we're running into is that AoE healing is going to get less effective the more you pull away
Exactly.
from each other.
The best we can. The whole point of this is to be 2 groups. The only time we split off is to be for the flails, because that's where most of the raid damage is coming from. But for healing to be effective and have less movement, we kind of need you guys to stack up the best you can.
Once the flails are down, the healing is noticeably better.
Yeah, the flails are hands down what's the problem.
I
But
mean, the healing is still pulling your hair out, but it's better.
Yep.
hey, remember when I said what's the chick's name? Bethelak? How I said that was the worst fight? Nah, it's this one.
I mainly mention it just because there are some pulls where like I'll seem like I'm doing fine, and then I just get double tapped by beams and then a tick from the dot, and then just instantly dead. So I wasn't sure if anyone else ran into something similar like that.
I mean, according to my raid frames, you more often than not are the one that has aggro
Orb
on the
soon.
flail.
Which I
You're
don't know
getting
how,
hit by
because I
it.
wait.
Void Orb.
Back on green. When I say on green, from this point on, I mean pixel stack on green. Touch his butt. It's a nice butt, I've been told.
I mean, you're here and grabbing it. You should know.
Shadows on you.
I'm just kind of standing there. Schuler told me.
Dude, what is going on?
Oh my god.
Okay, melee go away. Letting it in.
What? Res me fast. That's 3 dead healers. Never mind. Just wipe and redo this.
You have 3 battle reses though.
Okay.
Phase 2.
Am I taking this then?
He already called it, so no.
Yeah, just wait.
Well, you get 3 battle reses though.
Well, that was starting phase 2. We had 3 healers down. I don't think we would have kept up with the initial damage right at phase 2.
That's probably right.
Why did we lose 3 healers there?
At least me was the bounce.
I ran into the boss's frontal by going out too early, I guess.
But, yeah, myself and Wet died to the bounce.
But you were, yeah. Yes, you were low because you also had a top.
Yeah.
When we get to that 6th bounce, would it be possible to turn the boss like 90 degrees?
He's turning towards orange, and the melee is running to the right edge.
Okay, I'll just take a wider berth then.
Oh, whoever knows
Just so I'm not
fastest horse
making
knows
sure I'm
too.
not blind. There's no lobster, right?
There are no crustaceans on the floor.
There's 2.
No,
Damn
there
it.
are 2 of them.
I tried to meme and place one, but one actually got placed and I attacked it.
Oh boy, this boss sucks, dude.
Orb soon.
Range on green.
Void orb.
What the fuck?
Shadows on you.
Alright, melee go away. Let it in.
So did you? Yes, it did me.
That's the ball going over the place.
Just wipe. How did it bounce though?
Probably after I died.
Yeah,
He
you
probably just
probably-
ran around it or something.
Yeah, probably. I did see. I think it was for bounce 6 or 7 or whichever. That it was active like in the range pile and just kind of was like nah, and it went through a little deeper. So that might be where some of our like inconsistency is coming from, because where it just decides to acknowledge that it's been touched.
That was nice. He left me alive.
I got a debuff right as he like despawned.
Yo, blessed to Bob for spamming out the B-Rex.
I do what I can.
Squatch too. I had mine from Squatch. I don't know what happened, but my Sod guild has general chat is filled with AI art of fish and cars.
Fish and cars or fish in
Fish,
cars?
One fish,
fish
two fish,
driving
five fish, two
cars.
Are any of those cars a tank, so he can be a fish tank?
No.
That'd be a lot cooler if they were dragons in those cars.
Hey, so there's
No,
two fish
add.
in the tank. One fish looks at the other and says, I don't know how to drive this thing. And then there's two soldiers in a tank, and one looks at the other and goes,
Look at that peak AI art.
What the
Wow.
That was amazing.
I'm leaving.
Blue eat pone flask.
What? Oh,
You eat the fish.
I'm copy pasting pictures of fish.
I can't find the fish.
At least you got
Because it's not down
I
anymore.
think you missed it.
Free.
5, 4, 3,
That was pretty good, actually.
1.
Actually, I like that one.
Back up, back up, back up. Range.
Rachel on the green.
Void orb.
But I had to copy that first one because of how terrible it is.
Yeah, the doors.
Steering wheel?
Right on top of green.
Bro, my anxiety can't take that when it comes through us and like arms behind us.
Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's early. Oh my god.
We did it.
Melee away.
Run is safe.
Oh, I got dead again.
You take those.
Phase
Hello.
2.
A mild case of severe death.
I'm gonna try to stack that guy.
Phase 1. Orb soon.
Good.
Void orb.
a little bit off. Few more bounces. And they're gonna go away.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll go away in a certain way.
Okay.
Phase 2.
I was scared,
Sorry.
Kala.
It doesn't matter. Youth is dead.
True.
Yeah.
So wipe up. Never mind. Just die.
To help the melee healers heal you, because to be clear, Wet, Death, and I probably can't reach you, so it's really just on 6A Palm and Quatch. I am reaching Group 2. I could probably reach Group 1 as well on my AoE heals, so I'm going to try to help out there just to make sure that there's more attention on you, because the longer we go into those phase 1s, the more tank damage that Eve takes, along with more damage on the bounces as well. Everyone takes more damage, but tank damage gets really spicy there, particularly during the frontal cleave, among other things.
I wasn't super aware that you couldn't reach the tanks, so I guess it's good info.
Yeah. Wet, Death, are you able to reach you?
I am at the start. I know my trank is hitting him, I'm pretty sure. But then once we start moving up towards, like Star, I'm not.
Like, I know to
I'm
get
just talking
the
about phase
orb
1.
soaks, you would need to get out of range. I
Oh,
assumed you were
phase
going
1?
back in.
No.
Yeah,
No, I can't reach. Yeah, after the first bounce, I can't reach you really anymore.
But you're okay. I was making an assumption that wasn't happening.
Yeah. Wet, I don't know what your current electricity situation is, but we have Silty here if you need to drop. Up to you. Yeah, so we've now deduced 6 or 7 pulls in that the range stack healers can't move. Which means that I've been doing this already, but we're going to try to help heal Group 2 and Group 1 so that we've got more people that can focus on move.
You probably won't be able to reach them until they've been moving around the circle.
Yeah, there's a couple different things we could do there. It just like Yufa's on the left, but he's technically melee healers responsibility, quote unquote, because they get to him first, but range are also faster. Technically Yuf could go right, but that means we'd have to switch that's also where melee are going. They have to not get hit by the cone. You know what I mean?
I don't know what you're saying.
Oh.
Tank things.
I think we
I'm
can
too healer to understand that.
Yeah, I think we can solve this without changing our positioning at all. But first things first, Apom, I've had to bring you over to the range stack so that Silty can go to the melee stack. And actually...
Thank God.
Oh, you like that? Okay. Well.
I have to move so much on the melee stack. It sucks.
I'm actually going to put Silty in the range stack so there's less movement required for him.
Oh,
nice guy,
so I'm going back to the melee?
You're still in range.
Oh, cool. Do I stack on
I
green?
was confused when you said that.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Silty, you are going in the phase 2 intermissions. You're going to stand on Skull or around Skull, and heal groups 3, 4, and 5 in Kalaya.
Alright.
We will be slightly moving too. So like try to be between Skull and Diamond, but we're going to start moving towards Star as the group moves too. So like we're wrapping around to the counterclockwise. Don't just like turret at Skull because you'll eventually just be out of range of everybody.
That means I now need to go into the melee, stack it, and phase 1. Silty, for phase 1s, just kind of hang out with green.
Okay.
Make sure not to dispel either. We're not dispelling anything.
Orb soon.
And get on green. Get on green quick. Stack right on it. Little.
Still a little weird. 2 more bounces.
Melee in or
Melee away. And let it in.
Okay, we've got Tranks up. Silty, don't use your
Phase 2. Phase 1.
Range. Get back to green. Back to green.
Void orb.
On green. Right on top of it.
I need to move mobs.
Yeah, I need to plug in. Okay.
What the fuck with my range service?
Beautiful.
Alright, we should probably
2 more? Or 1 more, sorry. Melee go away.
Okay, Silty, this is the one where we are hemming.
Phase 2.
Sleeping.
Phase 1.
Oh,
Orb
get right
soon.
back on green.
Alright, rinse and repeat.
Void orb.
Back up a lot. Back
Shadows
up.
on you.
Back. Quick.
We're just gonna chill out of range for a sec.
It's really close.
It should fix itself a little bit.
We're fine because we moved up. We're fucking ahead with boss and just go past us.
Are your Tranks up, Druids?
Let 2 more through.
15 seconds.
Yep.
Good, we'll be
Let
good.
two more. Melee go away. And
8
let it
seconds.
in.
Okay, use your trinks when you can.
Phase 2.
Drinking. Make sure you guys are stacking up the best you can.
I lost my green.
Phase 1.
Non-healer druids, love your healers. They're very low on mana. Looking at some of them.
Alright, after this is done, we are lusting
Orb
and
soon.
we're burning.
Rage on green.
Void Orb.
Back of it, back of it. We're just gonna chill out of range for a sec. Okay. Now it's good. With me.
Fucking.
What are we doing here? We just bounce forever, or like what?
Bounce early. Let it go through early.
Two more.
Oh, we've got this in 30 seconds.
Thanks to dead.
Okay, that's fine. This is perfect. We are going to lust as soon as we're coming out. Well, I mean, at some point somewhere in there, we are lusting.
Move away from the orb. Move away from the orb.
Phase 2.
Burn.
Should have been with the group.
Jesus Christ. Why is he die? Why is he so low? What the fuck?
Hero and he still has the debuff during that phase.
If he had coordinated that a little bit better, like I thought it was a wipe, but he melted.
Yeah, we could have it there.
What happened?
Yeah.
So the thing is every single bounce the ball gets bigger, right? When the ball hits him, that's when he takes the most damage. That's when like he's the most susceptible to be taking damage.
Yeah, I understand that, but it just seems like he melted a lot more than later parts of phase 1 earlier in the fight.
Yeah,
it stacks.
It's a permanent stacking.
I thought it reset after every one. That's why. Okay.
That's why I was asking, like, do you want us to just bounce it endlessly and, you know...
Yeah. No, the answer would have been no.
No.
Yeah, the answer would have been no, and we would just bounce it, you know.
Just sack one person?
Yeah, basically. Okay.
Just all healer cooldown, send it, right?
Yeah. Let me think about that a little bit. So, for starters, if he's taken that much damage, after that third phase 2 intermission, we're lusting right there. Because he still has a fuck ton of damage taken debuff. And, you know, if we need to stop soaking the orb bounces because the damage is too high on us, then we'll just let it happen and then we'll play it by ear. Whether it's a solo soak with Pope or Porf or someone else, then, you know, we'll think about
I can do it, Porf can't. It's arcane swipe.
But that was great. That was by far our best kill, honestly. This is definitely killable with a little bit more organization coming out of that third phase 2. Good job, everyone. I'm more excited than I sound, I promise.
We almost accidentally killed it.
Seriously, it was an
again.
So I was like, "What the fuck is what's going on with this guy's health?"
Manage to get the triangle.
Black corn all over again.
Shadows on you.
A little bit off center, so just be careful. 2 more bounces. It's way off center.
Ouch.
Yeah, we didn't.
Alright. Yeah,
we
wipe
only
this
had-
up.
Yeah, go ahead and wipe it. We only had 3 or 4 people.
Shadows on you.
Moving out to soak.
Correction, moving out. Some are faster than others.
I'll be the first to admit I was just turreting so that I could heal up the damage.
Not me be rezzing half the fucking raid in that one. Holy shit.
Damn.
Mass res who?
Oh my god.
Laps are still up. Go quick.
They only have so many charges on them, it'll disappear even if the time's not there. I think they only have like 40. You ready, Kendra?
I'm ready. Yep.
Five, four, three, two, one.
Orb soon.
Stack on green.
Void orb.
No.
Too close. Sadness.
Phase 2.
Let's just go through it.
Alright, let's go ahead and wipe.
JK.
Phase
Yeah,
1.
I think if we get an early soak like that, we should just insta-wipe. Because there's so much value in being in position early, at least from my
Orb
group at least. Like, if it's behind.
Yeah, like even if even if we like made it through that phase, he's gonna hold the orb for like an extra minute while he's still gaining stacks.
And we'd have to do 1 extra intermission because he doesn't have enough stacks for damage.
I guess like sometimes I feel like he's far enough back, like or like he's just in range, but maybe it's like all the melee already hit their immune check, and so it still slides through.
I think it seems to me like the orb has a rather like coarse tick where it checks. Like it doesn't do it super constantly. Like maybe it's once a second or something instead of several times a second that it checks if it's hitting something. And just based on luck on when that tick is, all kinds of weird stuff can happen.
Obligatory am I blind food check. Is it down yet?
It was down.
It's gone.
Maybe
there's another.
One of the biggest things we can do for consistency, though, is make sure the melee are doing the same thing every time. Jesus, English is hard.
I feel you, man.
In what way are we doing?
I mean,
something
we
different?
are. It's just when.
No, so like if melee touch the orb like a second later or a second earlier, it massively changed when it activates on ranged. And so like as long as people are doing the same thing every time consistently, then that helps a lot with.
Orb soon.
Are you observing us doing it differently? Because from my perspective, it seems
Sometimes,
pretty
yes.
similar.
On green, range on green, range on green.
Yeah, because it's the difference between the orb activating before it's over us or the orb activating practically behind us. And so when it's activating like almost behind us, that is the ideal for ranged. Alright, melee go away. Let the orb in.
Take it instantly. Go, go, go.
Phase 2.
Tranks.
Better stack up.
Yeah, range. Try to stay with triangle. Help with heals.
I individuate, huh?
Phase 1.
How?
Get him up.
You were deleted.
Orb soon. Void orb.
Stack up on the green. Stack up on green fast.
We're gonna be out of range for a sec. It's a little off. Careful melee. Two more bounces. It's still a little weird melee. Okay, and melee go away. Range move left a bit. Let it in. Which...
Phase 2.
Okay.
Any personals?
Silty
Everything you got.
Phase 1.
Sleepy.
Let's get Kendra up when we can.
1 minute.
Orb soon.
Get on green quick
Void orb.
range.
Shadows on you.
Just leave it there, yeah. Cool. We're gonna be out of range for a second.
What?
Liz heal.
The fuck?
No, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I don't know if this was
Wasn't
if we had a
so
healer
weird.
death and that's why the range wasn't getting topped off, but make sure you are stacked together and
We as a range stack didn't receive healing for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Like none of us that died.
Yeah, okay. We had a healer death. That's why. I'm always in an awkward position coming out of phase 2, going back into phase 1. I'll try to do a better job of positioning myself between the two stacks. At least, yeah, no, it's safe to be in between the two while orb is spawning to help out in case there's a healer death. Other melee healers, I guess, try to do the same if possible.
To do what, sorry?
Help cover the range stack if there's a healer death. 6, I don't think you should concern yourself with that. I think you just kind of keep doing your thing.
Yeah, I think I would threaten hitting the orb early if I moved out to do that.
Well, it doesn't activate. Well, upon initial spawn, does it still take 5 seconds to activate or no?
Oh, you're saying for that very beginning, not the whole time.
Not, yeah, just the very beginning. Just to make sure that the stacks are topped and then we kind of go back to our own thing.
That's fine.
I mean, I'm basically planning for a scenario where a healer dies. The ideal situation is just healers don't die. Easier said than done, of course.
I lost my green.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Orb soon.
That's me.
Void orb.
Range on green.
Few more bounces.
Just for this attempt, whoever's using rock elemental, if you can just not during phase 2, I think it might be fucking with something. I just want to see unlocks.
Melee move, right?
Yep, melee
Melee
out.
move, yep.
Let it down.
Shadows on you.
These are going to be our tranks.
Shadows.
Phase 2.
People are spread out. You can dispel if it's safe. Oh, I say that. They're not going to be spread out.
They shouldn't be.
Just use your hellstones, guys. Everybody hellstone, everybody personal, we're okay. Damage is slowing down. Get interrupts on the eyeballs.
Phase 1.
You clutch it.
When you get a chance, can you put your mark back on shell?
No.
Orb soon.
Just even on the end.
Void orb.
To the right, to the right.
On green. Quick.
We're gonna be out of range for a bit.
Just wipe it up. That's regularly recoverable.
Phase 2.
So on that one right there, because of where the orb spawned in that after coming out of that phase 2 intermission, am I right in thinking that you basically would have had to have taken the boss on the other side of orange just to make sure that it activated when it hit melee?
Well, I try to bring it towards the green, you know.
Green.
Just so that, like, I was dragging it that direction. to maybe like change the angle, you know?
Should we just take 5 minutes? That was 18 pulls straight.
We had a bit of a break when Silty came in, right?
It is almost 11. Raid night's almost over.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. We'll, if we're still here, well, we're not going to be here on Sunday. We'll be on Spine, but hopefully we'll take into consideration these sort of things going forward. But, the repetition is nice. Develop that muscle memory.
I've been pulling a piston for quite a while. If you want to take that into consideration.
I don't mind you holding it.
I'm okay with that.
Mom, bathroom.
Oh, what a big boy!
If you were a real raider, you'd have a bottle next to your computer.
Just a hole in your seat.
A funnel going up to your mouth.
Wait, what?
Orb soon.
Hydrate.
Stack
maybe.
on green range. On green.
Void orb.
Self-hydration.
Right on top of it.
I'm not a real raider, and I'm proud of that.
My favorite part is just the delay in Maltor's reaction.
Yeah,
You laughed. Yeah, wait, what?
That's
I had to
not what
put
he
it
meant.
together.
Oh shit, it worked.
Few more. Melee away.
Come alive.
And let it in.
For now, it's coming back.
Phase 2.
If you have a debuff, use a personal and a healthstone.
Ooh, I didn't take a help, so
Turn around, dispel myself.
I'll use wisdom.
Debuffs are over. Raid damage is slowing down.
Phase 1.
Range, follow green.
Orb soon. Void orb.
Right on green.
With me. We're gonna be out of range for a second. Okay. Well. Range follow me. Follow. Bitch.
Wait, even offer?
Okay. Melee out.
Let it through.
Phase 2.
With yep, dot bounce.
Phase 1. Orb soon.
Orb.
On green.
I'm dead, baby.
Yep, I know. I made a new green.
I'm still green,
Oh,
baby.
oh, okay. Add-on's just making it to you anyway. Never mind. Moon then. And we did. Wipe it up.
So, one thing that I've seen in the last two polls that I haven't seen before, we're getting a fresh set of dots going into phase 2. That is terrible.
Phase
we need
2.
to try to get the boss to eat the orb sooner. I don't know how we manage that.
I don't think we have soul stone out, by the way. You said you used yours, right?
I did.
Well, when we know that we're going to transition soon, I don't know if it's possible if range can move in, or if it just needs. It's not possible because of the activation time. But
it just seems strange that it seems to be happening consistently now, whereas we didn't really see that issue before.
It is because of the first set of transition or whatever. We have 1 second before we get new debuffs. So if it's off, or if you've like doesn't move it into the boss, or like if its angle is weird and whatnot, it gives that additional second.
Yeah. Okay. So there's just very little room for error.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when we can call it, I can just like charge in there. I mean, the conal should be on cooldown at that point.
I think that's what we do. Yeah.
While we wait for this will be a good pee break.
Yep.
I mean, I was about to say a thing. Never mind.
That was for you, dude. What the fuck? Go pee. Oh shit. Don't hit anything. Don't hit anything. Oh, thank God.
What the fuck was that?
I fat figured my flame orb when I got out. I wasn't targeting the boss though, so I didn't go after him.
Do you use Flame Orb in PvE at all, or is it just a PvP thing?
No, it's PvE. Just cast it on. Yeah, cast it on cooldown.
Isn't it horrible damage and not worth global?
No.
Yeah, that's my question. Kind of.
No, it's. I mean, it's fine.
I always see fire mages use it, so I assume it's a good thing.
Yeah, it always targets the closest enemy too, so it can like swap targets if something dies or whatever too. It's good for pack stuff. But yeah, even for bosses, you just cast it because it's just free damage.
Thought we turned back off.
Same.
Classic.
You know that like woo sound or whatever? I actually thought was Desne this entire time until somebody did it one time when he wasn't here, and it blew my mind. I thought it was actually Desne just making that noise every time.
I mean, it does sound like something you would do.
It does sound like him, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Thank you for the underhanded compliment. I have no idea.
Very underhanded.
Don't show me backhanded.
So underhanded that you'd be playing t-ball with it.
I feel like an underhanded compliment is like fondling someone's junk.
What?
Because a backhanded compliment is supposed to be like, you know, you're hitting them with the back of your hand. So if you're underhanding someone, that's like giving them a reach around.
You have some issues.
You know, couple
Are you
balls.
just realizing this?
Pope doesn't shitpost online. He shitposts in person.
I think, therefore, I shitpost.
Based.
I don't know how people getting up in arms. I'm just speaking the truth.
He hated us because he spoke the truth.
It does make sense.
I'm arguing this.
Orb soon.
With me.
Void orb.
Range on green, fast.
With me.
Shadows on you.
It's a little bit weird. Alright, melee out. And let it in.
Getting salty.
Hello?
Hello. I was thinking the same thing.
Phase 2.
It's okay. We're alive.
Phase 1. Orb soon.
Start on green.
Top everyone up.
Void orb. Shadows on you.
Get ready, Dust.
Oh boy.
Alright, 2 more. Melee out. And let it in.
Phase 2.
It exploded on me.
I mean, you've said.
Yeah, we don't have any B-reses, so wipe it up.
Oh, that's. I was like, what happens if there isn't a tank on the claws? That's what happens.
They spit.
They spit
is
blood
that when he-
everywhere.
Is that when he jizzes on people?
Mm-hmm. It's a giant bukkake in here.
I shuddered at that thought. Like physically.
It's a bunch of tentacles, I mean. Spraying the goo all over you.
Really giving me that Japanese hentai vibe.
I'm gonna blast it.
Got more haste, Death.
2006.
Looks like I had more haste.
Or sorry,
Maybe I
27. Any more than that is a waste until I hit the next breakpoint.
I didn't even actually think about that.
Yep, no point in stacking haste until the breakpoints.
Like, I don't think there's ever a point where I should like reforge away from haste. I just put a half haste on almost every. I've almost got 3,000 haste.
I don't know how the priests work, so I don't know if you actually have like good haste breakpoints or not, but druids and shamans live by them.
You get one for renew, but I didn't have one in Mars. You get one for another extra tick of divine hymn, which is nice. I don't remember what that threshold is. Silty, do you know by chance?
For what? The second tick?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think it's probably more than we can actually get. It's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, that sounds right to me. Yep, so I just kind of... It feels good.
You have a lot more haste than I do, though.
Yeah, I have a lot of actual pure DPS
5,
pieces.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Judge, what do you do at the beginning that takes a little bit of health away every time? Range stack on green.
He's swapping
Or
his
you
gear.
can swap.
Oh yeah.
I was curious.
I was like, oh no.
He's using secret rep paladin life tap.
Skill of the mark.
The people with the marks die fast. So, I want them to die.
This orb is drunk. Exceptionally drunk.
Yeah, what is this?
Alright, we're gonna have to move. Move as a group. Melee away. You get it. Please heal you.
The whole more being drunk.
We're fine. We're fine.
Phase 2.
There.
Tranks.
Phase 1.
Okay, let's go ahead and
Orb soon.
get ready to
Second
reset.
green.
Void orb.
The orb is becoming drunk.
Hooray! Try to stack on green, please.
Okay. Melee away.
Phase 2.
This will be him.
Yep. Still the top 3 him.
I'm out of cooldown, saying just saying it.
I did what I could, you.
Phase 1.
Fat scorched.
Shows this dead, follow
Okay.
green. Reset.
Let's get these
Orb
groups
soon.
topped off and reset here.
Void orb.
Just heal a little
On top of green, guys.
Stack on green.
Doing here. Orb here.
Keep
bit.
adjusting.
Right up. Right up. Orb is getting a little bit drunk.
Orb is tipsy.
Yep.
Shadows on you.
A few more bounces.
Orb is still good.
Melee away. Let it in.
These are going to be
Thanks here.
Phase 2.
Use personals and hellstones, guys. Personals, hellstones. Just survive this and we kill the fuck out of this boss.
When are we gonna lust after this?
When we come out, yeah.
If you I'm fine on my own.
I can get both of you guys in here, Roka.
How many bounces are we gonna do?
Phase 1.
We'll do 5 and then we'll start sacking people.
Sleeping. Get in position and lust, yeah?
There's Kendra before Lust.
Orb soon.
Yeah,
Ready?
you can draw.
I got him.
Void orb.
Got it.
With
Stack,
me,
stack on green, back up.
with me, we're gonna be out of range for just a sec. Okay, forward.
So if you use a barrier,
Orb's a little tipsy. It's okay. It's untipsy. We're okay.
Oh, I did. It was a fat fucker.
Okay. One more.
Just let it in, right?
Ranged, yeah. Let it in. Kielbasa, it's gonna die. GG. Good yo.
We did it.
Oh my fucking god.
We should have let it in way sooner than that, I think. It would
that
have
was
unlocked those stacks and killed it sooner.
Yeah.
A shove.
He didn't lose his stacks.
No, but like we would get more stats, so
Oh.
we'd be doing more damage.
What do we got
Like
here?
the-
Like a risky thing of just he starts that intermission, it's just extreme damage at that point.
Yep.
The longer we keep the bounces up, that's more tank damage, so that sounds riskier to me.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
at
that's
that
the
point,
fine-tuning.
at that point, if we hadn't let it end, we would have just let the orb go, and like it has forever to walk to the ball, and then all the healers would just be healing tank.
Real quick burn Hagara.
Nah.
No, we're gonna end there.
Yeah, end on a high note. Stay if you want loot.
That was
otherwise we'll
awesome.
see you Sunday. Great job.
Good job.
Finally can go pee. Goodbye.
You held it in that whole time?
Yeah, there was never an official.
He's
break
a
time.
man of
literally
sheer
said-
focus and commitment.
No. I literally said pee break time.
Yeah,
And
but
then
there
you were
was
like,
no
I was in the
break
middle of
time.
saying something.
Listen,
Never mind. So I thought you
listen.
got up to go pee.
No, because if there's not an official break time, I'm not gonna leave and risk people waiting on me.
Oh,
That's disrespectful to everyone's time.
You hear that? Everyone be like 6. That's good.
BRB bio.
But I am gonna leave now. So I'm gonna stop talking for a second.
Wait, 6, come back.
Alright,
So I did the thing. I got number 1 DPS.
Nice.
Good job, you did it.
Totally didn't get carried by legendary weapons.
I blame the boss getting dragged away at the last second.
Eviscerate 15% of my damage. That's disgusting.
Disgustingly good or bad?
Good. Like without the legendaries, my eviscerate is maybe like 4% of my damage. It's only used just to keep
11%.
rupture up to make backstab better.
Nice.
Yeah, at the very end there, I actually got a Fangs proc, so I just kept on eviscerating for like 150k crits.
It wasn't until literally that last pull I was like, oh yeah, we have barriers that we're supposed to be using for these bounces when it gets late.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Night, Judge.
No.
Oh, there's still shit to roll on.
Yep. Hang on if you still want loot.
That means everyone else can
Time
leave.
for
It's okay.
last.
Hell yeah.
Curious how many pulls that took relative to your Saj. Your Saj was annoyingly long in terms of progress as well. This one actually might have been shorter.
I think this
Didn't
one was
fucking
shorter.
feel like it.
Because your Saj
This was
took
a
us like
slog.
3 weeks.
We've had
I
33
see.
wipes on this and 47 on your Saj.
Yeah, I was gonna say, your Saj was that whole random thing where sometimes you wouldn't get the bad stuff till the very end.
I must have missed some where big wigs counts differently. But yeah, that's about what I got.
I don't know, I like looking at our Blackhorn attempts of just like, man, we can barely get them past like 80% and then suddenly from a 94% attempt to kill.
I mean, really, what got us to your Saj is the debuff.
Yeah, which is still
Yeah.
insane.
That's you're not wrong. Did we get it pre debuff like on our last pull or no? Our last reset?
No.
What?
So we
This was our first heroic.
I think he's talking about your Saj, not Zonos.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
yeah, yeah. I'm
We
wondering.
killed
if we...
your Saj at a 10%. I think we started Prog at 5%, but we killed it at 10.
Oh, okay. So Morchak was the only boss we killed pre-nerf? Oh, Hagara. Yeah, okay. more time.
Did we kill Hawkgar before? I guess we did before the 5%.
I don't
think so.
We killed her week 3.
Oh, yeah, we killed your Sarge with the 5% debuff. Where we killed it the last week of the 5%.
Oh, nice. So we did do it before then. Cool.
Yeah, because that was on the 27th of March, and then the 10% came in April 3rd.
Well,
Oh, we raided on April 3rd. It came in on the 1st.
Well, yeah.
I guess that means I have to watch a spine video, huh?
Yep.
Oh, speaking of that,
You get to stand around you. Smile.
Oh shit.
I
Night,
killed
everybody.
Spine and I need to watch
Good
a
night.
Spine video.
Or just put his dick there on the table.
dude,
I was I still haven't like internalized that he swapped back to mage, so I was like, wait, why the fuck's Bralto rolling on the wand?
Hunter loot.
Yeah, it's
Can I
sad
wait?
because I'm like, oh no, I'm on the class with Vank tokens again.
are we doing any third tank shenanigans?
We'll probably look into it a little bit to see what people are doing right now with the 15% or 10 or 15% debuff in. I would like not to, because then that means there's more damage on the tentacles, but might just be overwhelming, and we need that third tank, perhaps. Need to look into it.
Did everyone leave?
I'm descending
I'm still
down
here.
to you.
Wait, where are you? Oh, descending. Gotcha. I just see you land in front of me.
Finally got while I was
Blue, where you at? You getting the crystals?
I am in the middle of Stormwind.
I missed all of that.
I'm at like the portal circle.
Look at where I got after waiting for a lot of queues today.
Nice.
I'll be there in a minute. Just grab my crystal.
Yeah, Porf.
Oh, shit.
I know, 3 in a row.
I didn't mean to
yay.
message of the day there. I just deleting an extra space.
Oh no. Give me this back. Oh shit, today I learned you can
Everybody's down.
accidentally sell those geodes back to them.
Oh, yeah, I already mentioned it in Discord, but good job on Galliwigs.
Hey.
How many raid nights did that take?
Uh,
Didn't seem like very many.
Oh, you're on top of the thing, Vaughn. You did the jumping puzzle.
It only took me like 5 jump attempts.
somewhere between 2 and 3.
Yeah, I think it was 2 completely full nights on him, and then a third night half on him, or something like that.
Much easier than Ansarek, I'm guessing.
Mechanically, yeah, it's a snooze fest. There's just a fuckload of healing going out.
How many healers did you bring?
We ran 5 for the kill.
I guess it's flex, right? So I guess it kind of depends on how many people you have overall.
We overhealed it because the only hard part of the fight is you just take an astronomical amount of damage.
Hey, Vaughn, if you want to back out, I'll come tank a dungeon, a leveling roulette.
I think some people actually like heal with 6 or 7, but that's probably with a group of 30.
You guys have a good night.
Yeah, we had +1 healer more than we should have for our raid size.
Okay. Yeah.
But because it's like in phase 1, which lasts a minute 50, on average, we were taking about 1.5 billion damage and having to do about 1.5 to 2 billion healing. And then after like phase 1, it's already snooze fest.
The server is currently congested.
Uh-huh.
I'll be back in a bit.
Players in queue is 9.
Shaders. Hope.
Peace.
Yeah, it'll be a minute.
But yeah, but between Galliwix and Ansarek, I probably like Galliwix more. Because